Hi, you're welcome to Success Tips. In this video today, we will be discussing about how success makes people lose. If you do not manage your success well, then you will end up losing out on a bigger success. Unfortunately, we live on the side of the world where people plant today and then expect a harvest the following day. You will see a young man start up a business, and just when that business is taking off, and then you will see that person taking off decisions that will keep him down for the rest of his life. On another note, you will see a young man start off on his career, and then when that career is beginning to take off and then is manifesting some certain stage of result, then that person will begin to culture some mindset that will then fight that little success. I am not in any way saying success is a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I so much love success. I'm so much obsessed with success to an extent that I keep on pushing day and night just to bring myself closer to even bigger success. But then there are some unhealthy mindsets and practices that bring someone closer to destruction, as a result of success. There are two major impacts of success that when it lands on a person, then it makes it difficult for someone to, make it to a bigger success. And that is what we will be discussing on this video. So I will want you to be attentive and then listen and understand and then pay so much attention, because if you really get to understand these things, then there is no amount of success that is going to mislead you, to your own destruction. The first thing that success does to an individual that makes it difficult for that person to make it to a bigger success is that it creates the fear of losing. One major mistake that people make is that they become so much emotionally attached to the little time or short time success, and this happens to an extent that they can even run mad if anything happens to that little success that they have achieved. Now, what am I saying in essence? Someone may be running a business, for instance, and then makes maybe a profit of $100, and then the next thing that happens is that that person is scared of losing that $100 to an extent that he's scared of pushing it back into the business, as a form of reinvestment or maybe expanding that business, thinking that anything may happen to that business, and then as a result he may end up losing that $100 profit that he made. That person will prefer to have that business remain at that same level for years, simply because he or she is scared of losing that $100 he made. Okay, so now that little success, which is that $100, have now hindered that person, from achieving a bigger success, which is, expansion of that business, which could have yielded even more profit bigger than that $100. You can translate that illustration into different aspects of life. You can translate it into different forms. Okay, now I know of an individual that started his career in the engineering field, and then that person graduated with his bachelor's degree certificate, and then luckily for him he secured a job. While it was essential for him to expand his career of moving up the professional ladder by paying for workshops and trainings, but instead he decided to feel like, okay, paying for those courses and workshops will only make him to lose his hard-earned salary. He forgot to think of it this way, that okay, now since I was able to invest into this engineering, and then I paid so much school fees, and then I got this certificate and it gave me this job, then it means if I can be able to invest into myself, then I can be able to even get more success and even bigger job by investing in myself. He failed to look at it that way, but all that he was looking at was that now that I have this success, I have my job, and then that job is paying me salary, then I can't afford to lose that salary because I want to build myself. So I think I cannot be able to afford that loss, so it's better I stay at this my current level, simply because I don't want to lose anything. Now, can you see how success makes people to lose out on even bigger success? Let me give you another example of how this particular fear of losing out makes people to lose out on bigger success, simply because of the little success that they have acquired. Okay, so now I have a friend that started his forex trading journey. We started off together, and then when that person was just trading in forex, he picked the first trade, he lost money, I think he lost about $5 or so then, and then he tried another trade, he lost about $6 or $7, and then the third trade he picked, then he made a profit of about $20 or so. Then that person now decided that he ain't gonna trade again because he made this $20, then he can't afford to lose that $20 back into the forex again. So he just decided that he's not gonna trade again. Okay, now he forgot that it was because he was taking that trade, that was why he was able to hit that big break of getting that $20 profit. Okay, all that he had in his own mind, that now that I have made this profit, now that I have hit the success of getting that $20, which brought back that my loss of $5 and $6, then I don't think I can be able to trade again. So I don't want to lose anything again because I have this success. So success can deprive you of even bigger success, if you don't manage it well. So it's very important for you to understand that the fear of losing the little success you have can even put you into the risk of not even winning the bigger success that you have the potential of winning. Now, I believe you are beginning to understand how success makes people to even lose out on bigger success. Okay, so I want you to stay tuned on this video, because towards the end of this video, I will be explaining to you the tricks that you are going to be taking, in order to take advantage of your own success to even hit for a bigger success. Okay, while other people are making their success to be the reason why they don't hit the bigger success, but I will be giving you a strategy where you can use your success, to even hit a bigger success. Now, before you get carried away with that, let us go into the second aspect of things that success does to a person that makes him lose out on a bigger success. Success makes an individual to begin to rise his taste to an unhealthy level. Someone may just be having a business that is thriving and then pumping out a little profit, and then the next thing that comes to that person's mind is, I think I need to get a bigger car, I think I need to get a big house, I need to start going on a vacation, I need to, take out my family to Paris, I need to take my family to New York, Johannesburg. I need to go to one of the biggest tourist center in the world so that my family, will feel me and then appreciate me. Oh, I think I need to get married, and then I want my wedding to be the biggest wedding in town. I need to have a first-class wedding. And then before you know it, that person may begin to dip hands into that business and then pick out the profits and then begin to utilize them anyhow. The person may even go deep down into the capital of the business and then begin to lavish it anyhow. And all that will happen in the name of trying to service that extravagant taste. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that having a good taste in life is a bad thing. No, having a good taste is a good thing. It's good to make yourself feel good, It's good to make your family, to feel very great of you. It's good to, buy big houses. It's good to buy big cars. But then it doesn't have to happen too early into your own business when it cannot be able to shoulder that smoothly. When your career is too young for you to be able to, shoulder that kind of taste that you are having, it's always good for you to have that taste under control, okay? Have it under checks and balances, okay? Try to manage that little success that you are having, okay? Don't let that success to get you carried away and then make you to begin to take an action that will make you to be deprived of even bigger success that may come in the future if you manage it well. In some instances, one of the things that success does to an individual that makes him, to lose out on even bigger success is the fact that it takes away their attention from that business or career or whatsoever it is that brought that success to them. Okay, now I know of an individual that when he was running his business, he was having full attention to that business. You can come at any time, you will meet him in that business center, and then just when that business started yielding money out to that person, he began to make profits. That person began to, attend clubs, there was no any shortage of money, he could afford petrol in his car to go to anywhere he wanna go. He could afford to pay for any ticket, and then you could see him everywhere, okay? And then as time went on, you could come to that business center and then you will not find him there, okay? You may come sometimes and then you will stay for 2 hours and that person will not be there. Sometimes you'll even see that business center will be locked down, okay? Sometimes you will just come and then meet his workers and then they just started mismanaging that business, and then that was how that business started going down until when it was too late for him to realize, and then that is how that business crashed, okay? So it is very important for you to understand that success can make you to lose out on even bigger success if you fail to manage it well, okay? And it is very important for you to know that success have landed a lot of people to lose out on even bigger success, and that is more reason why I want you to stick to the end of this video so that you will get to find out the best way that you can be able to manage your own success so that you can take advantage of it to even build bigger success. The first thing you need to do so that your success will not deprive you of even bigger success is to draft out your investment plan. If you have a career, if you have a business, it was a resources you committed that made you to reach that certain height, then it's important for you to know that it will take resources for you to go to even bigger heights. So it's very important for you to draft out your investment plan, okay? You can put it this way, okay? Now you can sit down and then say, okay, now I need to have 50% of all the gains I'm making, all the profits I'm making, all the salary I'm earning, to be reinvested, back into building what made me to get this success so that I will get even bigger success. With that, it will be difficult for that fear of losing to come and set upon you, okay? Now let's say you are gaining $100 from your business. It will be very easy for you to just put back that $50 into that your business while you have that $50 left for you as a cash out from that business. Or is it that you are having a salary of maybe $1,000, for instance? It will be easier for you to now pick that $500 and then reinvest it back to yourself, you know, to pay for courses, certifications, on any form of training that will build your capacity in order to rise higher into even bigger positions in your job place. Okay, so it's important for you to set your reinvestment plan. The second thing you need to do is to build systems around your business or your career. Okay, you should draft out key strategic positions and then draft out the key responsibilities of each of those positions. Okay, now this is what I mean. You may be into a business, for instance. At the beginning of that business, you may be the only person that is managing that business, but then it's very important for you to build system around that business. Okay, draft out, okay, there should be a finance aspect of that business, you know, where, you know, someone will be in charge of managing that finances, and then there should be, you know, a customer management aspect of that business where someone will be in charge of that, and then there will be a leadership aspect where someone will be the one to oversee all those operational aspects of that business. While you are the only person managing that business, a time may come when that business will grow up to a certain stage when you now need to employ individuals, and if you have that systems put in place, then it will be easier for you to now say, okay, I will need to employ a person to come and manage the finance aspect of this business. I will need to employ a person to manage, you know, the operational aspect of this business, and then with that, it will be easier for you to relieve yourself a lot of burden, and then it will be easier for you to be able to manage your business even if it is remotely. Okay, it may even be a career that you are having. Okay, you can be able to build system around that career such that with time you can be able to employ someone that will be your secretary, the person that will be in charge of, you know, managing your appointments and stuff like that. You can even have someone that will be in charge of managing your vehicle, maybe your driver or stuff like that, and then it will be easier for you to be able to manage your life such that when a time comes when you need to take a break from your business, or you want to go for a vacation or things like that, it will be easier for you to leave that business while you have people that are managing different aspects of that business, and then it will be running smoothly even in your absence for a certain period of time. And then with that, there's no amount of success that will come to you that will make you to lose out on a bigger success, because you already have system in place that creates room for other people to come and manage the business well. And then the last thing you need to do is to put your expectations under check and balances. Okay, you should be able to call yourself to order. Okay, when your mind is beginning to tell you, okay, I'm beginning to have a profit of, let's say, $2,000 for instance, oh my god, I'm beginning to think of private jet, you know, you should be able to call yourself to order and say, oh, calm down please, you shouldn't be thinking of private jet. Or maybe your mind is beginning to think, okay, wow, I think I need to have a house in the Victoria Island, so you should be able to call yourself to order and say, oh, calm down, calm down, calm down. You haven't reached that extent yet, so you should be thinking of just living in a rented apartment for now, and then when the business reaches a stage when it will not struggle to be able to buy you a house in that kind of a location, then that is when you should be thinking of that. So you should be able to call yourself to order and then put your expectations under checks and balances. If possible, you should be able to draft out, you know, some percentages that you can be able to take out of that business such that when your expectation is beginning to rise high, then you'll be able to look back on your checks and balances and then say, okay, now I think I need to be able to, you know, do this for myself with this balance that I'm having, since I'm not able to afford this. Because putting yourself under check and balances will be easier for you to be able to caution yourself when your expectation is begin to reach out of hand. I strongly believe that if you pay so much attention to all that you have learned in this video and then you put them to action, then believe you me, your success is going to replicate even bigger success for you without you having that risk of having difficulty in reaching another success simply because your success is depriving you down. Okay, so I believe you have found a lot of value in this video. If this was your first time on this YouTube channel, I will want you to click on the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so that when the next content comes up, you will be notified. And if you're a returning viewer, I would love to say thank you for coming back to this channel. I only do a favor from you. Please share this video with just one person. Thank you, and see you guys in another video. Bye.